Good morning, it's Thursday, August 6th, and we're going to continue our discussion on action and pragmatism with a prompt from the Daily Stoic which reads, what small progress can I make today? So over the course of the last year, I've come to believe in the veracity of a statement that I previously would have laughed at, that gaining weight is just as hard, if not harder, than losing weight. Or more precisely said, controlled weight gain is just as hard or harder. I don't think that I'd have any problem with indiscriminately packing on the pounds. But over the last 48 weeks, I've been working with a nutrition coach over at Stronger You to make progress on three main objectives. One, adjusting my body composition, so reducing percent body fat and adding lean muscle mass. Number two, improving my physical performance, specifically adding strength and allowing for a higher level of work capacity. And number three, maintaining or improving my physical health with respect to several key biomarkers like blood pressure, resting heart rate, insulin sensitivity, etc. And of those three, I can safely say that I've got the last two taken care of. I'm regularly exceeding benchmark physical performance versus a year pretty much across the board. And thankfully, my biomarkers are better than ever. Although I can't give blood anymore because my resting heart rate is too low for what they accept. But it's a different story on the body composition front. After shedding 16 pounds over a 2-month period of a sustained calorie deficit, we decided to start putting the weight back on to a newly stripped down frame. But so as not to give back the reduced body fat that we had achieved, it had to be done through a very slow and intentional process. My coach set a target of gaining 1/2 of a pound of weight per week. That's the equivalent of 7/100ths of a pound of body weight per day. That is imperceptible. And yet I still track my weight each and every day. Why? Well, while I don't care about day-to-day fluctuations, I do care about long-term averages and trajectories. Sure, there have been entire weeks where I have totally missed the mark and been either up or down due to either an adjusting metabolism or a whole host of other external factors. But directionally, we are going the right way and at the intended speed. I don't know if you can see the trajectory here, but here's the weight drop and then the slow, steady build back to where we are today. So not only has it required a steadfast commitment on my part, but we've been through a lot of course correction along the way. Essentially, the lab conditions continue to adjust in this controlled experiment. And my body has entered into a metabolic state called high energy flux, in which it's more efficiently utilizing food sources to translate into increased work capacity in the gym. So I'm basically eating twice the amount of food as I was when I started at a lower body weight. On a typical day, I eat in excess of 520 grams of carbohydrates and 3,800 calories. And I'm sure that all of that effort and discipline probably seems really extreme to most people, and I won't argue that it isn't. But I personally do find it fascinating science, and I'm enjoying my little experiment. But more importantly, it's a reminder of my ever-present commitment to working towards something while being content to take small steps along the way. The Stoics didn't put much stock in overnight success. They didn't seek step change improvements. Real progress is achieved through a series of small actions, consistency, and time. We have to be patient as we work towards our goals. As Epictetus said, we don't abandon our pursuits because we despair ever perfecting them. Now, admittedly, it's certainly not about perfection, but it is about setting goals and working towards them, never getting thrown off course by minor or major setbacks, always content to play the long game. With the commitment to enough time and frequency, we can look back at our journey and say, as Zeno did, that well-being is realized by small steps, but is truly no small thing. Now, I'm going to get back to attempting to gain 7/100ths of a pound today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Talk to you soon. Bye.